The luxurious final resting places of Mexican drug lords often surpass the opulence of most people's homes. One such extravagant mausoleum can be found in the Grand Cemetery of Jardines del Humaya and Sinaloa, housing the remains of Fidel Torres Felix, one of Mexico's infamous, violent, and vengeful drug lords. This magnificent building, adorned with Greco-Roman style columns, boasts amenities such as an alarm system, 24-hour air conditioning, and a fully equipped kitchen with a price tag of approximately $340,000. But how did Fidel Torres Felix rise to such infamy and wealth? What led a simple man from a small village to become one of the most feared and deadly hitmen in the treacherous world of drug trafficking? And what events led to the unraveling of his sanity and eventual demise? Manuel Fidel Torres Felix was born in the humble town of Cosala in Sinaloa, which had a population of about only 8,000 people. As he entered his 30s, he began his ascent in the world of drug cartels. His journey was fraught with violence and brutality, as he made a name for himself as a notorious hitman, carrying out ruthless acts on behalf of the cartels. His reputation grew, and so did his wealth, as he became a prominent figure in the underground world of drug trafficking. He had joined the infamous Sinaloa cartel, also known as the Blood Alliance, due to the fact that many of its members were related through blood or marriage. The Sinaloa cartel, recognized as the most powerful and prominent drug cartel globally, originated as a coalition of agricultural families in the 1960s, starting with marijuana and later expanding into cocaine, heroin, and meth in response to increasing demand. One of the key reasons behind the cartel's immense success is its unconventional structure, operating as separate groups that protect and support each other. This unique approach allows the cartel to continue thriving even when its well-known leader, Joaquin Guzman, famously known as El Chapo, was arrested and extradited to the US. Guzman has faced indictments from grand juries in multiple states, and the US government has aggressively sought his extradition to face charges in American courts. Manuel's older brother, Javier Torres Felix, was already deeply entrenched in the Sinaloa cartel by the time Manuel joined. Javier was mentored by Juan Manuel Salcido Butzetza, also known as El Cochiloco, meaning crazy pig, in the state of Colima, even forming a friendship with him. Following the death of El Cochiloco in 1991, who had stolen 8 tons of cocaine from Colombian drug traffickers, his true identity as one of the leaders of the Sinaloa cartel was revealed to the shocked public. Despite the revelation, the state's governor, Eliza Mora Verduzco, expressed no remorse for his friendship with El Cochiloco. He was known for his philanthropic acts such as providing uniforms for local kids' sports teams and supporting road paving projects. After El Cochiloco's death, Manuel's older brother, Javier Torres Felix, also known as JT, started working under Ismael El Mayo Zambada, one of the cartel's most violent and powerful leaders. El Mayo Zambada remains the only member of Mexico's list of the most wanted drug lords to have evaded arrest. However, Javier Torres Felix was arrested and released multiple times in 2000, serving prison stints one after another. There was an attempted hit on the Torres Felix brothers, Javier and Manuel, allegedly orchestrated by Ramon Arellano Felix, a leader in the Tijuana cartel. However, the gunmen weren't successful in their attempt, and instead, they unleashed violence on the townspeople of Cosala, the birthplace of the Torres Felix brothers. During a traffic stop by the police officer, Angel Antonio Arias Torres, Ramon Arellano Felix was killed by a single shot to the head after firing at Arias Torres, who died instantly from the attack. Rumors circulated that El Chapo himself had ordered Arias Torres to make the traffic stop that led to Ariana's death. Eventually, after the arrest of Javier Torres Felix in 2004 and his extradition to the US, Manuel Fidel Torres Felix, the younger brother, took over as El Mayo's right-hand man, working closely with Ondeado Guzman, the son of El Chapo. Initially nicknamed ML1, Torres Felix gained a reputation for his cold-bloodedness and violent tendencies, even by the brutal standards of the Mexican drug cartels. Torres Felix was known for his sinister nature and propensity for pure sadistic cruelty, which went beyond the usual levels of murder, torture, and beatings employed by the cartels to maintain their trafficking operations. He worked closely with Alfredo Beltran Leyva, also known as El Alamo Chomo, or Desert Ant. Beltran Leyva was one of the 5 Beltran Leyva brothers, including Arturo, Alberto, Carlos, and Hector, who decided to break away from the Sinaloa cartel and create their own organization after Alfredo's arrest in 2008. This new organization became known as the Beltran Leyva Cartel. In particular, Arturo Beltran Leyva, also known as El Barbas, harbored a deep vendetta against the Sinaloa cartel. This sparked a vicious rivalry that has erupted in repeated episodes of bloody violence and death, as the Beltran Leyva cartel clashed with the Sinaloa cartel time and time again. Afterwards, Manuel Torres Felix earned the nickname El Ondeado, which roughly translates to the Twisted One, though it is often translated as the Crazy One. When mentioned, new members of the Sinaloa cartel showed admiration for Manuel, recognizing him as one of the fiercest adversaries of the Beltran Leyva brothers, due to the close association between the Torres Felix brothers and El Chapo. As expected, the Beltran Leyva cartel considered the Torres Felix brothers as prime targets for their vengeance. One of the first attacks on Manuel Torres Felix's family occurred when his nephew Joel Torres Jimenez, son of his older brother Javier, was assaulted at a billiards hall. Although Joel Torres narrowly escaped death 3 times, the situation escalated when El Ondeado's son, Natasio Torres Acosta, also known as El Taquio, was murdered, and his sister-in-law, Sandra Rivas Heredia, along with his 4-year-old daughter, Alondra, were injured in a shooting. Alondra's arm had to be amputated after the incident, which took place on April 18, 2008, in a neighborhood of Culiacan. Natasio was fatally injured in the ambush by an armed convoy of Beltran Leyva cartel members, resulting in an exchange of gunfire. So that's all for today's video. If you enjoyed it, remember to leave a like, subscribe, and ring that bell icon so that you never miss our upcoming videos. And don't forget to share your thoughts in the comments section down below. Stay tuned, and we'll catch you in the next video.